first and foremost, before we get to this episode, Connor, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have to say a whole lot.
Fucking 22 years younger.
You're a year older than you were yesterday. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, seriously.
Do you feel older?
You know what I've done today? Absolutely fucking nothing. So
that's fair. You've podcasted. We're
good
celebrating it
way to
with a
spend
podcast.
yes, yeah, it's great.
Well, cheers. Cheers.
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're doing 2 a week, and I feel like we podcasted yesterday. This is kind of
weird.
Real tight. We have had 2 games since.
Yeah.
2 games since
Yeah.
our last podcast. So hopefully this one won't end up being 2 hours long.
Oh, but it will.
The last one was long.
We'll find a way. I mean, granted, it was cross-faded Nate. Me fresh off of work. Brant 12 beers and smoked turkey wings in, or whatever the fuck you had.
Chicken legs, so good.
Smoked chicken legs. Like it was 10
We had a
o'clock
good
at
time.
night. It was
We had
a
a good time.
The perfect shitstorm.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
I think
It
it
was
was
good.
fun.
Great.
I didn't hear any complaints, so all good things.
Mhm.
After obviously we recorded after the game 1 where they won, so we went into game 2 with Big Daddy Cooch on the mound.
BDK.
The ace of the staff. I will
Yeah.
hear no other questions.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. I was at that game and I don't remember what happened. Connor, take me away. Help me out.
Okay, so it was obviously we got to quickly mention it was Jackie Robinson Day.
Right.
And fun fact, didn't realize how the whole everybody wearing 42 started until a couple days ago. Thank Ken Griffey Jr. for that.
Okay.
Because in 2007, he wanted to wear 42 on Jackie Robinson Day.
Okay.
So he had to call Commissioner Bud Selig, who then had to ask
The
Rachel
family.
Robinson family, and then they came back with the idea of everyone. So
That's
thank
cool.
you, Ken Griffey Jr. and Bud Selig.
I think we can thank the guy from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift because it was his line. In 42.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Movie. Like,
Yeah, where he said maybe one day we'll all wear 42. That way they can't tell us apart. So shout out. I don't actually know the guy's name. Shout out, buddy.
I think his name is Lucas Black.
Is it?
Why I know that? Don't ask.
Any relation to Rebecca Black?
Stop.
He was playing Pee Wee Reese, was he not?
Yes.
He was.
Okay.
Pee Wee Reese.
Could not tell you what.
Yeah.
Are you
His
confident in his name?
His name is Lucas Black.
Nice.
I hate that. Okay, but yeah.
Nice.
You say
Sean Boswell, in fact.
Yeah, you say Kikuchi. 6 innings, which Jesus Christ could we just start there? You went 6 innings.
I'm shocked he made it to 6. I thought they would have
Same.
pulled him 5 1/3. I think would have been the max. Like once he got the 9th batter out, I'm like, okay, thanks for pitching, and they just kept him rolling. It was great.
One
Loved it.
earned run.
That's not even the biggest part. Keep going.
4 hits.
Yeah.
9 Ks because I was.
Yep, that's the part.
And no.
You got more.
Even more important part. Only one of them walks. Only one in 6 innings.
That's incredible stuff.
Big Daddy Cooch has ascended.
He's back.
Game
He's
2
all the
starter.
way back. Game 1 starter.
Well, I mean, we
I love
money.
I love
Gosman.
Gosman. I love Gosman. Game 1 starter.
Money.
No.
Get away.
Big Daddy Cooch. Just give
Yeah.
it to me.
Also, heard Kikuchi's warm-up song.
I did not. No.
It's The Nights by Avicii.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Beautiful.
Oh, game 2, I missed the first little bit. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Kikuchi's
Yeah. Good run.
like
The rest of the game was kind of uneventful.
yeah.
Honestly, the last 2 games haven't really been all that exciting in terms of
Yeah. I mean, Jano got 2 hits, so that's great.
big birthday bloops for Jano.
Yeah, seriously, his OPS is above the Brant's weight again, which is nice. It's always a good.
It's good to
sign.
see. You love to see it.
The crowd singing him happy birthday.
Yeah.
That was super
great.
cool.
That was
That
awesome.
was fun.
Super cool.
So like everyone was kind of one thing that did happen. The one run that Kikuchi did give up was a home run to Taylor Walls, which people
Dude,
were,
Taylor Walls.
which like Taylor Walls, weird, but like people were like, oh, we have a Mickey Mouse park now, robble, because if you look on Baseball Savant, the expected batting average of that was like 0.90.
Oof.
And it got out, but.
That's great news, though.
But according to Woodit Dong, we still have it for a couple more days. 10 home runs, 10 ballparks.
Okay.
Would have gone
That's
in.
so it's not terrible. It's not a unicorn.
Yeah. And Chris Black also put out a video. It's like it was a home run by George Springer, both compared to Taylor Walls, both were 357, pulled to left field. And I mean, it's like kind of in the same spot. So Taylor Walls' home run was probably still a home run last year. Like,
yeah, that's okay.
Like
Taylor Walls just finds a way to beat us. I don't understand because he's not good with the bat. At least phenomenal defender. Not good with the bat.
You could say that about any of the Rays.
Like, sure, but they don't all beat us the way Taylor Walls beats us.
No, and we got to see daytime Romano entrance. Not as good.
Not quite as fun. No.
Still
goes hard.
Yeah.
It goes hard? A lot less hard.
It goes a lot less hard, but something that I was about to make a joke there. Something that stayed hard. Was that fastball right in the rib? Was the pitch back off the middle, right into the ribs that he took to literally save the game?
I was afraid that it hit him in the arm because I was there. I didn't see it, saw no replays of it. It looked. I thought it might have got him in the arm.
The way
the way he threw it too. I'm like.
Also, the way he flinched when he got hit, I'm like, that might have hit the elbow.
And then he walked around hunched over for a long time there. It was a scary sight.
He didn't grab his arm, so that was a good thing. He just had a ribkin. She found in the ribs.
That's fine. We'll take that.
Yeah.
We will take that.
Yeah, game 2 not as eventful.
Game 2, honestly, not much to talk about. I can't think of anything significant that happened in that game that really mattered.
Another Rays guy you've never heard of coming up, starting and going. What did he go 3 innings and
did a job?
Was dealing.
I think it's Calvin Foucher.
No idea how to say his name.
I mean, bro, the amount of quote unquote spot starters over the last 2 years that have dominated the Jays, not even just by the Rays. I still remember Brant, our first episode. His name was Angel Zerpa from the Royals. Came up through 6 shutty.
Who's the nerdy looking dude from the Cubs too? Can't remember his name.
Was it?
He's got a really round face. He pitched in the WBC. He's got glasses.
It wasn't Justin Steele.
No.
Keegan Thompson?
No. It's a Latino dude. Either way, he came up and had six innings with 1 run.
Yeah, it just never fails.
They just find a way. It's incredible.
Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, game 2 was great, but
we took a series from the Rays.
We won the series. That was kind of the only major takeaway. That and the fact that Big Daddy Cooch is the Big Daddy again.
Yeah, I mean, man got his own section.
He does.
Did you not? Oh,
no,
right. You were at the
I was there.
So in the 500 levels, there was something that another podcast that we that's pretty big on the Blue Jays. They did a Kikuchi corner in the 500 levels, and they all had Japanese flags and shit. And they kept showing it on the broadcast.
I was there and I didn't even see that. It was in the 5.
It was up behind where we were sitting.
Wait, I was in the corner.
It was up third baseline a bit.
Okay, I was first baseline. I just wasn't paying attention.
No, you were watching the more important thing.
Yeah, I was watching things that matter.
Yeah,
the dog getting it done.
Speaking of things that matter, guys, my level of concern is officially elevated high for one Alec Manoah in game 3.
I was wondering what we were going to talk about for this episode a minute ago, because I'm like, the last game kind of sucked too. And the reason why it sucked, our ace was not an ace.
An air quote ace, right?
Very much quotations. Did not look good again. The control. Hold on. Let me backtrack a little bit. Didn't look good in the first inning and the last inning of his outing.
I missed it. I missed the first inning because I was at work. Did he walk all 3?
No, the first pitch of the game he hit Yandy Diaz.
Okay, all right.
So
and then he walked 3 in that inning.
What happened? What happened with Diaz stepping out or something? Because I heard them talking about it on the radio today, but I missed it too. Apparently, he stepped out and made him recheck the ball, and that threw Manoah off.
I missed that.
And they were saying Manoah hit him on purpose.
That would make sense. Is Yandy like a gigantic baby, or is he just playing around? Because the other day, Vlad ran into him, and he looked all pissed off, and Vlad went to give him a tap on the back and swatted at him.
I think they're just joking around. They were joking around in game 1 too. At least the way is what I thought.
It just wasn't a good series for Yandy because he also
Dominican too, isn't he?
Yeah, I think they're friends.
Because Whit Merrifield
I'm assuming they're friends.
Whit Merrifield also stepped on his fucking foot when he's on second base.
I think that was the play, and then like Vladdy kind
Yeah.
of went and bumped him, and he like walked and like hobbled away, and then when he came back, he like swatted at Vlad, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't see it because I'm up in the fives for that one, but just seemed like a weird situation with Yandy all the way around, and then to him get hit by the first pitch of the game in the third game, I'm like, just seems interesting. I don't know if there's beef there. Obviously, I don't know the inside story of that.
Yeah. Alec was not great in the first inning.
No, he was not.
He very easily could have got out of that inning with just giving up a run if it wasn't for that Josh Lowe at bat.
Yeah.
That bloop single that just literally.
I don't know. I think he was lucky to get out with what he got out with. Honestly.
Without three. I think that Lowe single or the same Lowe fucking they have two of them. Josh Lowe. That Lowe blooper, like.
I mean, it was the baseball gods going, this guy has not thrown a good pitch yet.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
He earned more than 3 runs, I promise.
I mean, he ended up earning more than 3, definitely.
Yeah, credit to Alec. He did settle down from 2 through, what did he get pulled in? 6?
5.
5?
2 through
4, he looked like Alec Manoah again.
Yeah.
He just, his command scares me right now. And like a lot of people are like, oh, he's in a slump and that and this and that. The fact that his command isn't there is the biggest concern to me. It's just like, it's one thing if he's getting hit and you're like, okay, well, he's just not spotting very well, or his game plan is bad and he's not working his pitches right. He can't find the zone right now.
Well, if you ask anybody not in Canada what his issue is, it's the fact that he's 260 pounds.
It's a large unit.
It's a large.
I don't know if that's a concern.
Did he get bigger from last year? Like
he's
he looks
been big his entire career.
Big dude. CC Sabathia pitched his whole career as a big dude.
But I think
CC Sabathia didn't have the pitch clock.
But their whole argument was that Alec was already one of the slower pitchers as far as tempo, and now you're speeding him up. Granted, he's still one of the slowest pitchers, even with his clock.
I think we can take the fact that he's a unit out of this. He's a big dude. He's not fat. Like let's be real here. He's thick. He's a big guy. But I don't think that has anything to do with why the pitch clock's hurting him. I think he is a guy that likes to work the way he likes to work.
Like I don't think anybody in MLB can be fat.
They can be fat, but they're still a better athlete than you.
Do you remember Pablo Sandoval?
Have you seen our back catcher?
Okay, don't call Andre Kirk fat. He's thick.
He's
fat. He's bigger.
He's borderline.
He's pushing it.
Okay,
he's round.
If this is gonna go off a small.
But
thing.
I don't.
If we go off of the body mass,
sorry.
if we go off like the body mass index,
half our team is obese.
Half the league, 3/4 of the league is obese.
No, I know. But all credit to Alejandro Kirk. He's a better athlete than I am. I'm not. I'm not saying he's fat and out of shape.
Like we all make fun of how Alejandro Kirk runs. He probably will beat us in sprint.
No, I could probably beat him in a sprint. We talked about this on the weekend too. I think I could beat him in a race, but everything else he does better than I do. That's it. Okay. The only thing I think I have a chance at is running because he is slow.
He'll beat like 60% of the Blue Jays fan base, and I could.
Oh, probably. I still consider myself a decent runner, so I think I could take him. But outside of that, he just walks me in every other. I think so. Using enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, I've seen you run backwards. While moving forwards, it's just not pretty. That's not an argument we can have.
That's how I do it.
I don't think the being big side of things is why Alec Manoah is struggling. I do think the pitch count or pitch clock might not help.
It's definitely it doesn't help. That's for sure.
I don't think him being big has anything to do with that.
As I look up on Twitter, I look up Alec Manoah on Twitter, the first thing that pops up is Alec Manoah fat. Jesus Christ.
Some dickhead on TikTok made something with like a whole montage of like photo montage where you swipe through and it was all just like Alec Manoah fat jokes and Blue Jays fat jokes. I'm like, what is this? It's so fucking stupid. It's been 3 games. Am I concerned about Alec Manoah? Yes. 4 games. Yeah. 4 starts? No. 3 starts.
St. Louis, Kansas
City. 3 starts.
Yeah.
It's been 3 starts. It hasn't been pretty. 2 out of 3 of them. I feel like it's been more. Why am I?
The Tigers. And then there is St. Louis, Kansas City, Tigers race.
He didn't pitch in the Tigers series.
You're right.
Yeah, he did. He was opening. He was the first game.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So 4
first game of the Tiger series.
Yeah.
4 starts. He's looked good in 1. 1 of 4.
He looked good in the Kansas City one, but even then the control was still off.
Yeah.
And his velo was down, or no?
His velo was down. I think his velo was down that start a little bit, but he made it work.
I missed yesterday, the start of yesterday's game, so I didn't see him pitch much. But everything I heard, they said his velo was back up. So
yeah, he was hitting 95.
Like, he just couldn't hit the zone.
At least that's a positive. Yeah. But
if he can find his way, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you're on track. You go.
Okay, I got a question for you boys. The first time I heard this talk about was today on the radio. But is there any thought to like getting Kirk out from behind there?
I thought of that yesterday.
Game or two.
Yeah.
Like Jano's the better defensive catcher. Jano calls a better game. Just like take less things or put less things on Manoah's plate.
Yeah, I think it's not even really a knock on Kirk's like defensive abilities. I think because you look at what happened with Bassett, like they switched Jano and Kirk for that one, and he's looked great with Kirk both times.
I also might be wrong completely, but who was catching Kikuchi in the Angels game?
Angels game? I think it was Jano.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
I think
Jano did game 1 and 2 with Kikuchi, and I think Kirk did the last one, right?
I think Jano was in.
Jano caught and Kirk DH, didn't he?
That's right. Yeah, Jano caught.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
So because it was Jano's birthday.
Threw my argument completely out of the window.
It's one of those things too, though. Like Kikuchi pitches better when Jano's behind the plate.
Yeah.
Barrios, I would argue, pitches better when Jano's behind the plate.
Like it's 50-50 depending on the team.
I feel more comfortable either way.
I think
Gausman I don't think matters.
Matters, but I think it's better for him to get Kirk because Kirk is way better at getting low
framing that low strike
than fucking Jano.
So you spot him in there, and I think
you see kind of the same thing with Bassett because
very small sample size.
Yeah, Bassett has 15 pitches.
Kirk's been better behind the plate for Chris Bassett. I'm not saying that Kirk's a worse defensive catcher because it works for different people and different things.
Yeah.
Maybe you try Jano there for a bit and see what happens. Like I know they have a good friendship and it works and they trust each other, but something's not going well. Maybe try and that's such an easy switch to make that doesn't even really take Kirk out of the lineup.
No.
You just throw him into DH and you throw Jano in there for a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I like it.
I think you got to switch it up. You got to try something new, and not a knock on Kirk, but Jano calls a better game.
Yeah,
I think that's well known across our fan base and everyone.
It's well known because Jano has had the time.
Yeah. Like
this is Kirk's second full season, really?
Third, I think.
Because he did.
The one was like he came up in 2020. He got hurt in 21.
21, he was out for like 3-4 months. Like I remember. So this is like second, like really healthy-ish year, I guess, if we could say so far.
And would he play half a season in single A?
Yeah. He's never really he hasn't had to call many professional games. So it's I wouldn't hate seeing them do it.
Just for a game. Like it's not
a game or two. See if it gets him back on track, then go back to Kirk. Like I don't think it's the catcher, but it's just give him a different look.
Even on the mental side of things, right? Like you get something different, you go, hey, maybe this is the move that sparks it, and your brain kind of resets a little bit, and maybe it works.
If anything, go ahead, Nate.
I was just gonna say, and not having to think about your pitches as much too. I think it would help him because he works slow, right? Like it gives him more time on the mound to think and do whatever he's got to do without having to worry about pitches.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why. Sorry, Connor. That's why they started.
He call his own game?
Not anymore.
Okay.
That's why they started with it, and I think that was the thing is like we need to get going quicker with him, so he was calling it, and then they took it away from him because it just was not helping. So I don't know. I think if maybe I know the trust is there with Kirk and Manoah, but like it doesn't take much to start trusting a catcher behind the plate. If he calls you a good game and you have a good start, you're like, yeah, that's my guy, and things are going to go well with him. It's fine. It's worth it. It's worth a look for sure.
Sometimes you just need that reset, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I also I mean, if anything's going to get Alek Manoah reset, it's his next start in Yankee Stadium.
Garrett
Cole against Alek Manoah in Yankee Stadium.
The biggest cheater in the league.
I think that's what you need, man, too, because he's going to be fired up for that start. I think that's the start. You put Jano in there and you just let him go.
Because it's the fact that Alek Manoah said that Garrett Cole is the biggest cheater in baseball history. And then Garrett Cole has proceeded to have 4 starts where he has a .9.
Yeah.
and Alex you're a 7.
What is the conversation we've had for the last 3-4 episodes though?
Stop talking
on the big game side of Alec.
Oh, if this is any,
I don't know if this is the game that turns that narrative away.
I don't think it's a big game the same way the other ones were. I think it's
not a big game for the team. It's a big game
for him.
I think it's a big game for him, and I think that makes a bit of a difference in my mind.
Right.
Because if you go back to like what would you consider obviously consider his debut a big game? That's more of a big game for him more than the team.
And he came up in Yankee Stadium and
shoved.
Yeah.
Like, and he has like a 2.6 ERA in his career against the Yankees. Like,
the Yankees are just not healthy right now either, so it's not a bad time to run into them. I mean, I'm pretty sure Giancarlo went on the IL.
The IL. Donaldson's out.
I heard them say, I think it was since 2018. This is his 7th IL stint. You're a primary DH.
Stanton?
Yeah.
I think
7th IL stint since
it's a lot of hammies too, isn't it?
It's mainly
like, what are you doing?
Someone put it the best. Like Stanton, it's a lot easier to aggravate what Stanton aggravates like hammies because he's so lean.
Right.
Like it's more like muscle issues. It's not him like breaking an arm. It's
right. That makes
hammy,
sense.
Oblique, groin, like. So that
for a guy that's in like
sense.
Ridiculously good shape, he doesn't take very good care of his body. Like he'd snap me in half like a toothpick, but like
the thing is, like, why are we talking about the Yankees? But like Giancarlo Stanton, through like 90% of his career, played in the outfield until he got to the Yankees.
Right.
Like, and then you go from playing every day and your muscles reacting to
maybe
just you're shitting on your ass for 3 hours a day and then bat.
Was he healthy as a Marlin though? I don't recall him ever being all that healthy as a Marlin.
He had a couple healthy seasons, but I think he had
his like
quite a bit too.
Big homer season where did he win the MVP that year?
If he
he just beat Ovado.
That season he was healthy. And I think that was like the first time we saw a healthy Stanton. And it was like, look what he can do.
No, hold up. 2010, 100. 2011, 150.
That doesn't count. He's Mike.
Okay, fine. When they moved to Miami, how about that in 2012?
Right.
When they became 123.
When did he change his name?
That's a great question because
when he became Giancarlo, it changed everything.
No, he was still gross as Mike.
He was still pretty good as Mike.
Didn't he come up as Giancarlo? Then go to Mike.
He came up as Mike.
He came up as Mike.
I swear.
And he changed it for his dad,
and then switched back.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he came up as Mike and then changed his name for his dad or something like that.
Some of those guys, like, I think there's a point where you're too big too. Like, look at him. Look at Syndergaard. Sure. Look at Syndergaard. Syndergaard was like, I just want to throw as hard as possible.
Right.
Which is great in theory until he threw like 100 innings in 3 years because he.
Look at Jacob deGrom in recent years, right? Like early in his career, he wasn't all that hurt because he wasn't humming. But then he got to the point where he's hitting 99, 100 every game. Okay. And he's never been healthy since.
No, I finally figured it out. He changed his name in 2012, before the 2012 season. The season that they became the Miami Marlins.
Okay.
So 2012, 123. 2013, 116. 2014, 145.
That was the year.
2015 was 74. Yeah.
2016 Yankees, right?
No, not yet. We're still a couple years. 2016, 119. 2017 is when he had the MVP.
Okay.
159. And then his first year in the Yankees, it was 158.
He played 158 games that year?
In his first year as a Yankee, yeah.
Yeah, didn't he just suck?
And he was terrible.
He did 852.
He started out terrible.
Okay,
he had like 5 Ks in the first game.
He finished with 38 home runs and had an 852 OPS.
Okay, that's not good for Giancarlo Stanton, though.
I mean,
coming off of an MVP season where he hit, what was it, 59 homers?
He's probably had one career year better than that.
Yeah.
How many times did he hit more than 38?
More than 38? Just the one, but he's had 2 37 home run seasons.
In how many games?
The 38 was 158. And then one of the 37s was 145, and then the other 37 was in 123.
Yeah.
So, and then
coming off a 59 homer season, 38 seemed like shit.
But anyways, that's like 3 seasons playing 150 or 145 plus games, whatever, which is
not great.
Like Not great.
For a DH, not great.
Yeah, so
he was a right fielder for most of that.
How did we get here?
Because they're playing in the Yankee Stadium, and it's
Right.
they have guys on the aisle.
Right.
But
we can talk about the Yankees when we get to
yeah. Also, speaking, I mean, we can get to them later, but we can also talk about how none of us can watch the game on Friday.
Is it on fucking Apple TV?
Yep. Yay.
Who are they playing? That's the Yankees?
The Yankees. That's the start of the Yankee series.
That's not Cole Manoa, is it?
No, that's
they're Saturday.
That's Kikuchi. That's Cooch. That's Big Daddy Cooch in
What
Yankee
the fuck?
Is that Kikuchi and the cheater?
We'll get to the cheater.
But
later.
that's
I
that's
think
how
it
that
is
lines
Kikuchi
up,
the cheater. Yeah, it is Kikuchi the cheater.
Nice.
Yuck.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
And I can't watch that?
No, legally.
Fuck Apple TV, bro. I'm still gonna find a way.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, her mom's not doing it legally, so why should we?
You're right. That's a great point. Great point.
I mean, should we segue into the game that's being played in like 5 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, whatever? Houston fucking bullshit.
I have a conversation I want to have about the stadium or the Rogers Center a little bit.
Okay.
Because I've seen a lot of people complaining about or not necessarily complaining, but we already kind of brought it up last time. The bleacher creatures there. I've seen a couple videos now where like security sucks, and like
security's never been good there.
Yeah, but no, not like sucks as in they don't do their job. Like they suck as in like you can't do shit.
Oh,
okay. It's kind of So I think his TikTok name is like Sheep King. I see him all the time. I don't know why he does a lot of political stuff, but like he's from Toronto. He went to the game.
Yeah.
And he was told this whole story about like how the glass wall that's in front of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said like he was front row, and like if you touch the glass wall at all, the security goes nuts. Like you make contact with it, the security goes nuts. And he's just like, it was a little ridiculous. Like I get it, like you don't want people like leaning over doing shit like that, but it was like anywhere near it, and they're like, no, you can't, blah blah. So that sucks. So
you can't even like stick a sign on it?
No, nothing.
That like writes
nothing. That already defeats the purpose of being there. And then he said they in his experience in the one game, they were talking about, or someone came in and they were wearing like long sleeves and shit. And it was the day there was like 30 degrees. So they were chirping them for wearing long sleeves, and the security literally made them stop and like shut them up and just like, yeah, no, stop. And apparently like I've seen it a couple times now where security is like, yeah, you can't do anything. The one guy almost got kicked out because he was cheering or something like that. If that's what we're doing here, what the fuck did we build this thing for?
I saw a video of like some chirping from like they were chirping Colin Poche.
Yeah.
And it was like regular chirps. It was like regular chirps. And the security was just like, can you not, please? And also there's some videos that you get fans, like I've seen, where like someone will say something, granted, they're probably drunk, but the other, like someone in the back will be like, don't ruin it for everybody else. And I'm like, that's normal shit though.
Literally.
That's brutal.
Literally. Like, I think it's Katie Gold. I follow her on Instagram. She's posted a bunch of it, and she's blown up on TikTok a couple times so we've seen a handful of things. Half of them suck. We have not done a great job at chirping people. But B, it's just like, if that's what we're worried about, like, what are we doing here? Why do we even build this thing?
It's not like we play in a division with two of the most belligerent fan bases in the league.
Literally.
Like,
I don't know, man. I was so here.
Like, that make us look like the fucking stereotype
of
Canadians. Like,
yes. Are we supposed to apologize for chirping people? It's just like, hey, sorry about this.
Are we supposed to apologize for saying Alex Lang wears a turtleneck and short sleeves? Like,
that was so great.
That's great. That's very weird. But like,
I don't understand it. Either way, we built this thing for the reason to yip these players that are right there. We want to make it hell for them. This isn't really a knock at like our fans. I think we could be better. I've seen the videos. We could be better. But if we're not allowed to say anything, then what was the point of this whole stadium rebuild, lifting up the bullpens? Just drop the bullpens and let me fucking have more seats in that section. If we can't do anything anyways.
Just have seats on top of the bullpen. Like,
yeah, like fuck it. Like, who cares at that point?
Like, man? The Cubs do, just build it into the wall.
Yeah. Like, I understand, like, don't do stupid things. If someone does something stupid, kick them out. But if like you're not allowed to put anything on this glass wall there, if you're not allowed to chirp people as they're coming in or chirp people as they're warming up, then like, why? Why do we have it? So annoying. I've got a lot of beef with the Blue Jays right now and how they're handling a lot of these new outfield districts. I'm just not a fan of it so far. And I think they could do a much better job.
Speaking of how someone handles something and could do a much better job, I feel like we have to talk about Anthony Bass.
Hey, justice for Anthony Bass.
Should.
Excuse me?
Justice for Anthony Bass.
Why are we getting justice for Anthony Bass?
I have an opposite side of this because I know.
Do you want to do you want to explain?
It comes off as entitled. Anthony Bass's wife went on a flight with her kids.
Oh, his wife is pregnant. Just full context.
22 weeks pregnant. So Anthony Bass posted a picture of the two kids and a little pile of popcorn. Like I would say, like 22 kernels tops. That might be pushing it. That's underneath the chair.
It's a pile of popcorn on a plane, I'd say.
It's 22 might be excessive. It might not even be 20.
I saw the picture. It's enough.
It's not bad. It's come on now.
It's enough to be kind of annoying. Like,
okay. Carrying on. Bass posted the picture, and apparently, according to him and his wife, what is it? United?
I believe I can pull up his tweet.
The airline involved, the flight attendant from the airline involved, quote unquote, forced the wife, the 22-week pregnant wife, to pick up the popcorn after their children.
It was United.
Yeah. That's kind of it, right? Oh, it was the popcorn was supplied by United. Bass made sure to let us know of that one. I think that does make a difference because it's like supplied by them as opposed to you bringing it on and making a mess. I'm on his side on this one because I clean things for a living at arenas and shit. And I would love to snap at people to just make a mess and leave. I would love to do that, but it's not a thing. I get paid to clean up after them. That's my fucking job. I can't complain to these people that made a mess and left. Sucks. I hate them. I'll bitch about it all the time, but I'm not going to go up to you and be like, hey, take this broom, go clean your shit up. Especially if you're 22 weeks pregnant. It's a little ridiculous. If it's anywhere else, you're not really thinking about that. Like, how many times you go to a movie theater and it looks like garbage after?
Oh, it does. It's always. But like,
they pay people to do that.
Here's my thing. In this situation, Anthony Bass, please take the advice of Ollie Marmol and Tyler O'Neill, more so Tyler O'Neill. You didn't need to post it on Twitter.
No, it was a little much.
It's a bit much.
It's a bit. That's like it's a lot. Like
that's a lot.
Posting on Twitter just makes you come off as a rich entitled asshole.
Yeah, I think that's the issue people have here.
Like
that's the biggest thing. I don't think it's a big deal to clean up your popcorn. Like, I don't think it's a big deal for the flight attendant to do it either. But like, you didn't need to go post.
It's also
on
not
Twitter
the flight attendant that's going to clean it up.
Well, whoever. Anyways, you didn't need to go post on Twitter and make a huge deal like he thought everyone was going to be. Like I'm just confused how he thought everyone was going to be on his side.
I feel like it's surprisingly like 80-20 against him, and I feel like it should be less than 20% with him. Like
I side with him. I get it. I don't like that. I don't like it. I get him being pissed off at the flight attendant for like.
I understand.
It's a pregnant woman trying to deal with two kids, like two kids that look like they're both under 7.
I think 5 and 3 is what I saw. I think
5 and 2.
That's hard enough as it is without being pregnant on a plane, dealing with all that. I'm like, sorry if I'm not committed to picking up this little pile of popcorn that's underneath my seat that you supplied to me. I'm with him a little bit. I don't think he deserves the I don't want to call it hate, but like the bashing that he's got since then. Because like I see his point. But yeah, taking it to Twitter is a little bit aggressive.
Like this didn't need to be a story that we're talking
about.
Not really.
Right? Yeah, no.
It
Dude,
should never have.
It got to the fucking Pop Crave Twitter. Like that's how big this got. Like Anthony Bass, please a 0 dark 30 for 162 games, please. Like I don't need to see. Like
I got a little bit Twitter, of disrespect for the Blue Jays for making him pitch through such a tragic moment in his life too. Oh my God. Throw him on the mound while his brain is definitely elsewhere, worrying about his pregnant wife, and you put him on the mound against the best team in the majors.
Oh, woe is me.
That's just horrible.
Woe is he, man. Like,
you know who else they threw on the mound in that game? And I will give him credit where credit's due.
I'm getting them good vibes.
Yeah.
Good
Change the
vibes.
song. You can't sing it. He changed the song.
I mean, also, I finally heard "Running Out of Moonlight." It's terrible walk.
It's a good song, not a good walk-up song.
He's running out of moonlight in the big leagues here, fellas.
Yeah. Hey, give credit where credit's due. He was great as a mop-up guy.
Holy shit! The story of Trevor Rich is on the Blue
That's
Jays.
fine. He can be a mop-up man.
Literally, that's the story of Trevor Rich is on the Blue Jays has literally been through his walk-up songs. Started with Good Vibes, and now he's running out of Moonlight.
Yeah, that's honestly, good point.
Oh man.
The good vibes are gone.
Good vibes are gone. Unless you're me, think you could have under 4 ERA.
Yeah, that was a terrible decision.
My hot takes were terrible.
I did enjoy watching his facial expressions because I think it was when Schneider came out, he just looked so pissed off at the world and everything. I was like, well, then figure out how to pitch better. Like, honestly, do something useful.
Yeah.
But he's so pissed off at the world.
I gotta shout out Brennan Delaney because he keeps arguing back and forth with me about this. Trevor Richards' underlying numbers are phenomenal.
They are, dude.
I don't understand it, but they are phenomenal.
Wait, where it's I gotta keep talking. I'll bring
up the underlying numbers are great. However, my confidence in him ranks in the 0 percentile. So that's the only thing that matters. And right now, I just do not feel good when he's out there. But he had a phenomenal game 3. It's lowering every day. He showed me that one too. It was a 6.3 at one point, and it dropped twice since then.
It is.
Do you have it
now? It's
3.6, isn't it? Okay, well, he's one bad inning away from it going back up to an 8.
That's also still not a great.
It's not. It's not. But this is more so this is more so just to fuck you to Brant because I'm trying to win this hot take.
For a guy that's pitched in 7 of 16 games, it's not phenomenal.
He's given up 3 runs in 7 games.
Does anyone in the Blue Jays bullpen have more innings pitched than Trevor Richards?
Probably Simber, just because they love him.
Richards has 7 1/3. Connor, you want to get me the numbers on Simber? I don't think anyone has more than him. I think he pitches every other day.
Yeah.
I think he pitched I went to 5 games. I'm pretty sure he pitched in 3 of them, maybe 4.
Motherfuckers, this is giving me last year's stats. God damn it. I'm just going to pull up. I was trying to give up the whole bullpen. I'll just pull it back.
No, just grab Simber. That's the only one that would be close. Zach Pop, maybe. No, Pop only went in for.
No, because Pop's only going in for like a couple batters.
Okay.
They gave him 3 batters in that last one. That was crazy.
Adam Simber, 8 games, but he has the same amount of innings as Trevor Richards, 7 1/3.
He's blown it a couple times too.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
All
right, fair enough. Tie ball game.
I'm gonna actually try and look up who else innings. Jimmy has 7.
Jimmy's pitched that much. Swanson.
Swanson.
Jimmy's pitched a ton.
Swanson 8 1/3. So
really, Romano's only done 7, 6.
Sad.
So what I'm hearing is we're using our bullpen way too goddamn much for.
Well, there's a lot of innings involved so far.
Jordan's thrown 8.
Jordan's thrown 8.
Yes.
Does he have 7 saves?
6 and 2 wins.
Didn't Trevor Richards get Tim Mesa got the save because
Tim Mesa got the save against the in that last Angels game.
Where did Jordan get a second win?
Was it the Springer walk-off against the Tigers?
Oh, that makes sense.
Would have been.
Yeah, it's a Springer walk-off against the Tigers.
Okay.
But okay. Speaking of underlying numbers, I don't actually know if this is true or not anymore because this is as of April 15th. Shane McClanahan, Zach Wheeler, Kevin Gausman, Shohei Ohtani, Dylan Cease, Aaron Nola, Zach Gallen. Do you want to know what they all have in common?
They all pitched yesterday.
Nope.
No.
They're
Kevin Gausman.
Oh, Shohei pitched today.
Nate, you want to take a guess?
They're all really good.
They're all really. I mean, yes, correct. They're all really good, but their FIPS are all higher than Jose Barrios's.
Seriously?
Jose Barrios is like 5th on the team in WAR.
Yeah, I saw that too. He's higher than Gausman.
Makes no fucking sense.
He's the highest pitcher. He's below.
Yeah, it's insane.
He's below Vlad, Bo, Chappie. Who's the other one? Is it Kiermaier?
It might be Kiermaier
For defensive reasons and everything.
Show.
It's one of the two of them, and then it's Brios. Brios is the highest pitcher.
That's so crazy. So maybe we can stop bashing Ross Atkins for saying like, no, that he's been good. He just hasn't had any luck. Because like when he came out with that quote, it's like, oh, we like what we've seen out of Brio so far. He just hasn't really had the luck.
His BABIP is also like 460.
Yeah,
he's getting the Kevin Gausman treatment.
I think he's fine. I think we should.
Jose Barrios has.
He looked good. He looked good last game.
He has a 2.37 FIP with an ERA of 7.98. Like,
that's wild.
That's very wild. Like,
I don't. In terms of trust in the rotation right now, how do you rank it 1 to 5? 1 is probably Gausman, right?
1 is definitely Kevin Gausman. I think 2. I don't want to say it.
Come on.
I don't want to say it.
Come
on. 2 is Chris Bassett. No, I'm sorry. 2 is Chris Bassett.
2 is not Chris Bassett for me yet.
3
is Kikuchi. Stop pushing him back.
No, 3
I don't trust Alek Manoah. Are you kidding me? He's had one okay start.
Kikuchi has had Kikuchi
a whole spring of greatness and 2 of 3 great starts.
Are you putting Alek Manoah as the 5th most trusted pitcher on this team right now?
Currently, yes. As of today, on what is it, April 17th?
April 17th, you're putting Alek Manoah as the least.
I trust him less than everybody else right now.
I trust him less.
Not that he's the war. I still think he's probably the second best pitcher, maybe the best pitcher on the staff. But in terms of trust right now, if I had a playoff game tomorrow, win or go home, he's my 5th option.
That's different.
That's different.
That's
my trust.
Different.
That's my trust right now. Do I trust him to be on the mound for a game that matters tomorrow?
Okay, what I'm saying is how much my trust level is.
I trust that he'll figure it out. That's a way different thing.
Yeah. My trust thing is, do I trust you to not completely fucking shit the bed?
Are we saying he hasn't completely shit the bed in 3 of 4 starts?
Yeah. Yes.
You're saying
he has, but I'm saying continuously over the season, I think there is a higher likelihood that he will shit the bed far fucking less than Jose Barrios and Yusei Kikuchi.
Maybe. I don't know that yet.
Gausman.
I have him 4 or 5. I still don't trust Barrios.
He's shown a year and a half in the majors of what he can do. And I don't think 4 starts should, 3, because he was fine. He was pretty good in the 1.
Can you name me a time
4 starts should do that?
Can you name me a time in Alek Manoah's career that he's come back from being bad?
No, he hasn't been bad.
Exactly. So I don't know how he's going to handle this run.
Yeah, but he's gonna, like, you talk about like regression to the mean and everything. He's gonna.
This is like
he's gonna go back to what he was. Statistically,
he regressed past the mean, and now he's gonna progress back to it. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I don't trust him. I don't trust him right now. Not much. I don't feel good when he's on the mound.
Well, you know what? If he doesn't have a good start against the Yankees, which granted could very much happen.
I think that changes my tune, but I see him going out and having a good start against the Yankees.
If he has a good start against the Yankees, I think Brant, you're completely like back on that.
Then I probably change.
I feel better
today.
I felt better like this whole past week, the game he was going into rather than Kikuchi, Bassett, Barrios' starts.
Yes.
I felt better about it than I did Barrios' start for sure.
Oh, Barrios' start, I was shitting my pants.
Kikuchi against Calvin Fananana or whatever his name is.
Sure. Kikuchi, it's also weird because
I trust him. I don't know why.
In his career, Kikuchi has really good numbers against the Rays.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. Like
dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog. I trust Yusei Kikuchi. I don't know why. I shouldn't.
Kikuchi.
But as of right now, I trust him.
Yeah, Kikuchi's next start is also against the Yankees. So
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we already discussed that. He's pitching
on Apple TV. Yeah.
The Lawbreaker.
Not the Lawbreaker. I mean, technically law, but like yes, the Lawbreaker, but
no,
another
he
thing.
did also
he did also break the law. Sorry. But I guess we could. Do you want to touch on the Houston series real quick? that's coming in an hour and a half?
Yes, but no.
Pull up the.
I want to say that this is the first time that we played Houston in recent memory that I look at their lineup, and I'm like,
It's hurting.
There are 4 guys that I'm not worried about.
It's
at
hurting.
all.
Jeremy Pena's hitting like shit.
Pena's hitting like
I'm
shit.
not even talking about him.
They don't have Altuve. Their catcher spot is a goddamn black hole for offense.
Chas McCormick is leading off, or was leading off. I don't know if he still is.
Dubon is tonight.
Mauricio Dubon. Mauricio
Dubon, Bregman, who's hitting like $140.
Yeah, it's
is
weird.
Is Chas in the lineup?
No. Alvarez, Abreu, Tucker, Pena, Corey Julks.
Yeah, he came up. He's a rookie this year.
Jake Myers, Martin Maldonado.
Jesus, we're losing this game.
Yeah, like it makes no sense.
We're losing this game.
Apparently, Javier has not looked good this year. He's having similar struggles to Manoah too.
Oh, so we're losing this game.
Oh, dude, yeah, this is the reverse of what was it? Friday? This is the reverse of Friday. Like,
yeah, this is just like a nothing. The worst the Astros have ever been. Not ever been. Sorry, been in recent memory with a guy that's struggling on the mound. He's going 7 shut. They're winning 4-0.
I mean, do you know what they opened the year record wise last year?
Worse.
7-9.
They were bad to start the year last year.
Well, I mean, they played us twice in like the span of the first 2 weeks of the season,
right?
Like, and they were all one-run games except one. Like, but yeah. So like our lineup tonight, the usual: Springer, Bo, Vlad, Varsho, Chapman, Brandon Belt at first. Yeah, great. Danny Jansen, Kevin Biggio. Fuck all you motherfuckers.
Dogs. Hey, happy birthday.
Yeah. I'm sorry for all the people that think Whit Merrifield should be playing more. Granted, he should, but John Schneider knows it's my birthday and he knows I'm a Kevin Biggio guy. So
look at that. Cav and Danny both playing.
Yeah. But
happy birthday to
also,
do you want to know? Whit's not in the lineup? Sorry, I missed that.
Whit's not in the lineup, no.
Oh, it's a regular round, right?
Vlad's DHing and Belt's at first and Kev's at second. And then, but do you know who has a home run in his career in Houston against Christian Javier? Kevin fucking Biggio. Nice. Like, was a second deck shot. So,
did we talk about Brandon Belt last week or last episode?
I mean, we just said good job.
Briefly.
You hit the ball. Briefly. Like, finally.
Can we stop hating Brandon Belt? Like, he's fine. He's had a terrible start, but like he looked okay in that series.
He'll be fine.
Did he apparently also have the stomach bug that Jano had first? Apparently, that's what I heard. Maybe. Like, I heard he had the stomach bug, and
Chapman got it.
It would make sense
around all these guys. You're like stuff's gonna go around.
I think Belt, from what I've heard, Belt was the first person to have the stomach bug, and that was why he went for like 1 for 25 to start the year. Like,
game 2 of the Rays series, I feel bad that we didn't bring this up. Bo Bichette went 5 for 5, and we said there was nothing.
That was game 1.
That was game 1.
That was game 1.
Okay. I thought it was game 2. Okay, never mind. I thought it was game 2. I'm like,
Grant, you were drunk. You probably don't remember a lot we talked about.
We talked about something. Fuck, everything just seems so close together. This 2 a week thing is hard.
Hey, but at least we're not gonna be sitting here for 2 hours. Hopefully,
we're like an hour in.
We're not even on the rest of the league.
Jesus. You know what? Fuck it. It's 3-man.
There's not much in the rest of the league.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
whatever.
Yeah, we'll get. Fuck it. We'll get. We also do. We have to do the thing now.
I do want to introduce this because it's fun and it's something to talk about. I want to do on our Monday episodes because we should have 3 people on every early week episode, whether it's Monday or Tuesday. And it's usually going to be following a week of Blue Jays baseball. I want to do our impact players for the week. Doesn't necessarily have to be the best player of the week. Obviously, being good helps. Bo's 5 for 5 is a big deal. Okay. But there's many ways to impact a ball game.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's something we should do. I think it's cool. Connor, because it is your birthday, I will give you the honor of having the first pick.
Are we doing position players and pitchers together? Or are we just saying like anybody?
Just a player, doesn't matter. Anyone. Nate, because I like myself more than I like you. You're gonna go last.
You're going second.
Nate's the new guy. Right. Hey, you could have just said because he's the new guy.
No, I gotta be honest.
All right.
So you know what? I'm gonna take this guy. This guy came into the team. He is He's earned his way into my potential list of jersey buying when I go to the game in 2 weeks.
You're taking my pick, aren't you?
And he just got MLB's play of the week. Give me Kevin Kiermaier.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yep. That was the easiest first pick of all time.
Yeah.
Like it's not a question. I got to think more. I didn't think enough on this one.
The other three,
no, there's a handful of options.
Guys, we have three guys that lead the fucking league in batting average.
No, I know, but like a lot of Chappie's damage came before this series or before this week. Sorry.
I mean, he played pretty well this week.
No, I don't disagree. But like, obviously, there's options here. Like Chappie was huge. Bo was huge. I think
I wanted the 2 spot. He doesn't even have a pick ready.
Yeah, I know. So I had Kev. I didn't.
Yeah, this is why he's fucking. He's stalling.
You're absolutely right. That's why I still wanted to discuss yours.
Yeah, because Kev's got MLB's play of the week for that home run robbery at Kerry Carpenter. Like,
it's
gonna
also somehow became a fan favorite overnight. We didn't talk about Kevin Kiermaier enough last episode, and I do want to give him more respect this episode because like what
home
he
run
did,
robbery, hit the home run, that sack bunt in
Game
was
2.
that the Springer walk off?
It was the Springer walk. It set up the Springer walk off. It was a fucking perfect bunt. Like
yes,
did he have a sack fly too? I don't know. He does everything.
He does everything.
He plays hard.
And
it's awesome.
Kevin Kiermaier is a guy who a year and a half ago, Blue Jays fans were ready to slit the guy's throat because he stole our card there. And he was public enemy number 1 for a month.
Mm-hmm.
And people hated him. And now he comes here and he gets a louder crowd pop than Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
He's that guy. He's that guy you just hate to play against.
Yeah.
Because he does everything. Like,
yes.
He could show up and go 0 for in a series and still be an impact player, just the way he plays in the field. The throw decisions, cutting things off. He can walk and steal you a base. He can bunt guys over. He can do everything.
And he's either a phenomenal actor or he's embraced the shit out of being Canadian.
Yeah, like
he seemed like it. He wants to sing the national anthem.
Yeah, literally. Like everything he said since he's got here has been phenomenal. And he's won over the hearts of I haven't seen anyone that's been like, no, I don't like him.
I don't even think it was the day he got here. It was like the day they signed him. Like his first press conference was like how much he loved playing in Toronto and everything.
Is it, granted, this may be complete like revisionist history and hyperbolic. Has he already passed Marcus Semien as far as likable players that have been on a 1-year deal here?
Marcus Semien was quiet. That's the one thing. Like he grew on you and he did a very good job. He was also just a really nice guy.
Like
I think
he was your like quiet professional.
Yeah.
That just like, and he fit in perfectly with the group we had too. So does Kiermaier, but I think Kiermaier's definitely a lot more outspoken and
Kev's in your face a little more. I think that's kind of
Kev in a way replaced the energy that Teoscar and Lourdes provided.
Yeah.
Shout out to your guys' Vanilla Vibes with Kevin Kiermaier.
He killed Vanilla Vibes. There's no such thing anymore.
He's French Vanilla Vibes. This is what we said.
Yeah, but he just killed it because he was supposed to come in and be like the professional dude, and that was a load of shit. I don't know who had that scouting.
We're all supposed to be the fucking boring people, and there's nope.
Belt's never been a boring person.
I think it was Bassett over Bell.
Bassett definitely. Bassett still boring.
Bassett's the most. Yeah, Bassett's easily the most boring signing, but you need boring signings. Like,
sure, why not? You got to have some boring guys.
Yeah,
Bassett on the mound is not boring either. Bassett is. I stress more in Chris Bassett starts than anybody else. Well, he gets hit all the time, but it works.
Bassett's the guy that like he leans in the middle of like, usually the pecking order was Gosman, Manoah, are going to be good. Usually, Kikuchi, Barrios,
bad. Before
and then Bassett's like
solid.
Could go 7, could go 3 innings, give up 8.
Yeah,
he's gonna get the job done.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
just consistently getting hit but doing the job. Crazy.
He's a walking quality start.
Yes.
Yeah. My impact guy of the week. I had one. I just didn't. I wanted to respect Kiermaier a little bit, man. Like he was all of our picks. It did not matter.
No, because you just talked about who you didn't want to pick and all this. You were thinking it through.
Okay, fine.
Just give it to us.
It's Jose Barrios. He wasn't.
Yes, really you guys took my one too.
Yeah, obviously. Jose Barrios comes into the start against the Rays after struggling for 2 starts.
Yep.
Couldn't really find it. comes into the start against the best team in the majors and went, what was it, 5 or 6? 5?
It was 5?
5 because he got hit.
Because he got hit.
7 Ks, gave up 1 run.
Yeah.
Phenomenal stuff from Jose Barrios and shut down the team that nobody could figure out how to stop.
His next start is against the Astros, against Luis Garcia specifically. So
we'll see. Maybe that doesn't continue on.
Yeah.
But what he did against the Rays was exactly what we needed to win that series. Because now you've got this project that turned into something special in Kikuchi going against the Rays that he always does well against a nobody pitcher that no one's ever heard of in game 2, gives you a good chance, and you have your ace going in game 3. It made the series feel way better, and I think it changed the whole vibe of how we were playing the Rays.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nate.
It's all right.
I'm about to look up Jose Barrios' fucking career against the Astros to see if it's.
He's gonna be fine. I think he got a lot of confidence back in that start, and
that's huge for him.
He's gonna come out and have another solid outing against the Astros.
We've also said so many good things about Barrios before, and he's just come out and punched us right in the teeth. So
he'll be fine.
Sure.
So Jose Barrios in 7 starts has a 4.81 against the Astros.
That's fine.
What about the last 2? What if we take out 1 start?
Those would probably both last.
I don't even think he pitched. Did he pitch against the Astros last year?
I don't remember.
I do not feel like he did.
I don't even remember playing the Astros. So
yeah, because we played him in the first.
It was so early.
Like we were done with them in like April 20th. Like,
Nate, find the trash.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm going tonight's starter, Gossman.
I was gonna say, dude, you said find the trash when we still have Gossman, Vladdy, Bo, Chappie, and you was like find the trash.
Chappie, Bo had a 5 for 5 day. God. Chappie leads the league in WAR.
Can we make?
I think
2 picks, please, because I just fuck. I want to kind of change mine. Fuck.
I think Goss definitely had a huge impact this week, though, just because. You look at the way the rest of our rotation's been going, like 5 innings, maybe 6. And what did he go? He went 7 with 11 Ks, handed over the bullpen. You got to have that. We can't be running out our bullpen this early in the year.
No.
And I think he's going to do the same thing tonight. He's going to give you 7 quality innings. And if these K numbers keep going, like that's exciting to see too.
Yeah. He's taking the reins as the ace of the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easily. Brant, to make you feel better, I did look opposite. He did start 1 game against the Astros last year.
He did the same thing.
April 30th, he went 5 2/3, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 Ks.
As a Blue Jay, he's been phenomenal against the Astros.
Okay, well, was that in Houston?
So his Twins career doesn't matter.
It was in Toronto, but
this is a lot different Astros lineup.
Actually, his last 3 starts have been great against the Astros.
Lineup.
Connor, he's had 2 bad starts against the Astros. He had one where he went 1 2/3, gave up 7, and he had one where he went 2, and he gave up 6. So if you take those 2 starts out of it, you're fine.
Okay.
It was 2016 and 2017.
Okay, fine.
It's such a different guy.
Can we fucking make a 2nd round pick? Because I feel like there's a very
we can do some honorable mentions.
There's a very obvious pick here that none of us grabbed considering the series.
Impact.
None of us took George Springer.
Because George Springer doesn't hit outside that 1 walk-off. And the homer, sorry.
Back in Houston.
But that doesn't matter for now.
Walk-off.
It was such a lame walk-off.
There's no such thing as a lame walk-off.
It was such a lame walk-off. Come on now.
This is the worst take I've ever heard.
I'm sorry. Is that the most lame walk-off you could have, Brant?
Yes, a grounder through the drawn-in infield. Absolutely,
I'm
lame as walk-off you can have.
I'm sorry, a walk-off. I'm sorry, you never had a walk-off.
You know what? No, walk-off walks are worse. I take everything I just said back. Yeah, walk-off walks are way worse. Wild pitches are way worse.
Pitch count violation.
Honestly, no. Wild pitches are almost more exciting.
Depending where the ball bounces. Yes. Not if it bounces if it goes crazy and there's no chance, then it's like
no.
Also, just George Springer back in Houston.
That's fun, but that has nothing to do with last week. That didn't happen
last week's impact player.
Yeah, he didn't impact last week by playing the Astros.
Wait. Oh my sweet Jesus.
Huh?
Did I completely fuck this up?
No, you got it right regardless.
Apparently, you still took all of our number 1 picks.
You got it right whether you fucked it up or not.
Here's the thing. So... I thought we were taking someone we're predicting for the week.
No, last week. You still took Kev?
Yeah.
That was your impact play. Holy.
I was going to pick Kevin Kiermaier for this week and
Well, Yeah,
Okay,
so
well,
you
let's
did
do it.
screw it up, but you
let's
I did
still
do a
screw it
got
up,
it
but I was
projection
still
now.
right.
So
But I was still right.
Should we do a projection now?
we can
Yeah.
do for next week. I'm just not going to put it in a graphic.
Yeah, that's
No.
fine. But projections, George Springer.
Let's go quick for this.
So
too.
what's this week? It's Astros, Yankees,
Astros, Yankees.
Vlad. Vlad's talked way too much shit not to back that up.
Varsho.
Okay. All right. Fair. All right.
Defensively or offensively?
Yes.
Bit of
Or
both.
both.
I think he goes Oppo into the Crawford boxes.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt.
Chappie's going to hit a couple of homers in this Astros series. I think he's
Chappie
hit a
leads
lot
it.
of like
Chappie
he
owns
lives
the
with
racetracks.
warning track power. There's no such thing as a warning track power in Houston.
I mean, unless you're like slightly off to the right of the Crawford boxes.
Yeah, but no, it'll be fine.
All right, so can we finally get into the league stuff because there's a good bit of stuff.
No. Oh, before we get in the league stuff, Nate sent me this a couple weeks ago, and I looked into it yesterday.
I don't want it to be 2
It
hours,
is.
but
It's not in the majors, so that's kind of like I just wanted to get to it. Do you remember the thing you sent me of this Urangelo Clint G?
Oh, the pitcher?
Yeah.
Was that legit?
So I think it's a college team. I still don't know the team. I couldn't figure that out.
It was JUCO or something. It was JUCO.
Yeah. There's a team that put this like weekend rotation thing. And it was Urangelo Clint J. It's Clint J.E. So they had
He was the Friday night starter.
He was the game 1 Friday night starter, and then his picture was flipped, and it was the game 2 starter. And then there was another guy in the game 3. Nate sent it to me, and he goes, "This guy's throwing with his other arm in game 2. He's legitimately throwing with his other arm in game 2.
That's unreal.
He's a switch pitcher, and he went
That's
game
unreal.
1
I think I heard.
right,
I think
and
I've heard of this guy.
game 2 left.
That's amazing.
I've heard of this guy.
Shout out to that
He
guy.
was doing that. Holy shit!
Shout out to that guy.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I don't know why I thought of that, but
because
insane.
You assume like most switch pitchers would just use both arms in the game depending on the batter.
No, he's starting 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row, both hands.
That's nuts.
Like, how good do you have to be that
you're 1 and 2 starter? That's so crazy.
Jesus, right. We just gotta quickly run through some of these. Like, let's do the quick hits in the round of the league before we have to get to like the deep dive ones.
Sure.
Yeah, Angels called up the first 2022 draft pick, the option David Fletcher, which is hilarious.
Where was he drafted? Like, what round? Do you know?
He was a first round pick, I believe. I can look up.
Can we just pause? They optioned David Fletcher?
Yeah.
Oh,
his options? He's old.
No. He was a rookie like 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
Something like that. But he also got paid 5 years, $25 million. Like,
that's nuts.
Zach
Neto. How the mighty of
they also just like put this guy up and had him lead off.
Yeah, he let off today.
He let off yesterday too. Back-to-back games.
They were up 5-1 before the game got canceled, so obviously it worked.
Zach Neto was the 13th pick in the first round in 2022. So congratulations to him, coming up like 1 for 12.
Who did we take in 22 first?
22 was
Barriera?
Was that Barriera?
I think that was Barriera. Because the 2023 draft hasn't happened. That was Barriera.
Or Toman.
No, that was Barriera was the first round pick.
Toman was second.
Toman was second.
Sure.
But yeah, Pablo Lopez.
We are years away from either of those guys.
Yeah, seriously. Pablo Lopez, 4 years, $73.5 million extension. So good for him.
He's been a dog this year.
Yep.
So far.
Cody Bellinger went back to LA with the Cubs. Hilarious. First step at gets a standing ovation and gets a pitch clock violation.
This we can't let this be a quick thing because that's absolutely ridiculous.
Read the room. But we already got here, so we're staying here. Read the room.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
I love the pitch clock and everything it does and speeds up the game.
That.
That's great. Come on. You can't tell me that makes sense.
Yeah, no. Just Jesus.
That hurts. I haven't said a bad thing about the pitch clock since it's been introduced. I've loved it, but that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
That's bad. Yeah.
That's so stupid.
That's almost as bad as ending a game on it. Like I
think it's worse.
It's just it's so stupid and unnecessary.
So I think in that at bat he had after that he had a 2-pitch strikeout.
Yeah, that's brutal.
But
it sounds like Cody Bellinger.
In that series though, he did hit a home run, and ironically enough, the guy that basically replaced him, Jason Hayward, he robbed him of a homer. So
noted higher war than Harold Baines.
Yes, noted higher war than Harold Baines. Jason Hayward. Congratulations to Jason Hayward.
So
now...
I saw another. I think I sent you this, Brant, on Cody Bellinger. Whether this is true or not, I just think it's hilarious, so I have to bring it up.
I really hope it's true.
Well, apparently they brought it up on the Cubs broadcast,
so it might be true.
It might be true. Apparently, Cody Bellinger forgot to leave his parents' tickets for his first game back in LA.
I don't know if it's true, but it's so believable.
Cody.
If you told me it was someone else, I'd be like, no, that's fake. But you like Cody Bellinger, that's like,
that meme.
There's a good chance this is true.
The 2020 bubble meme of him just dazed out of his mind in the dugout.
That was the picture.
Forever live on and in my head of like what
like
Cody Bellinger is. Yep.
Yeah, that was the picture that went with the tweet. The tweet was, according to the Cubs TV broadcast, Cody Bellinger forgot to leave his parents' tickets at will call for his return to Dodger Stadium.
That's Cody Bellinger.
Whether it's a meme or it's true, that is like
that
hilarious.
Sounds like some Cody Bellinger shit.
The problem is it's believable. Like I can't tell you if it's true or not. I don't know.
Okay,
so
great.
Side note, and we could just quick hit. Would you rather have Brandon Belt at $9 million or Cody Bellinger at 17?
Cody Bellinger.
Okay, all right.
There's a way higher ceiling. Cody Bellinger, you don't tell me he has a higher ceiling than Brandon Belt, who's like 36.
I said who I'd rather have.
I would rather have Cody Bellinger because there's a chance he figures it out.
But
you look at the money.
For the year, would you have Brandon
Belt?
Look
at the money.
I didn't say with the contract.
Well, I did.
Where's Brandon Belt or where's Cody Bellinger playing?
Who cares? DH.
No, he's not.
Cody would be.
Cody can play first. What?
Cody can play first.
He's not.
But he could.
No, I'm making a point.
Where's Brandon Belt playing?
There's two guys making as much money as Cody Bellinger, and you wouldn't have either of them. So it's not just one player.
Okay.
You don't have Kevin Kiermaier either because they would have brought Cody Bellinger in to be your starting center fielder.
If the question is taking on Cody Bellinger with the current team we have instead of Brandon Belt, then I'm taking Cody Bellinger on every day of the week.
Obviously, it was just a quick caveat. It's
Brandon Belt, but I'm also
team stands or Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger as the team stands with that contract. Yes, as the team stands, Cody Bellinger.
I think Belt's floor is higher than Bellinger's.
Yes. Offensively, Brandon Belt's floor is higher than Cody Bellinger's.
Yes.
Floor.
So I think I'm still sticking Brandon Belt.
I don't really agree, but I think their floors are at the same spot, and I think
Bellinger's been way higher. Black hole for like 3 years now.
Bellinger has what, 2 home runs, 3 home runs?
He had a season where he hit 150, Brand. A full season, and he was healthy.
You're right.
If he didn't win an MVP,
he wasn't healthy, but he did.
I don't know if he has a job. If he does not have an MVP, does he have a job?
No, because I feel like someone would take a flyer.
If Brandon Belt doesn't have the 2 World Series rings, is he on the team this year?
Stop it.
I don't think it's the rings. Like he had multiple years.
The guy had fucking knee surgery last season.
2020 and 21, he was out of this world. Yeah. Cody Bellinger has not had a good season since 19. Was it 19?
19, 20 won the MVP. And then in 2020,
4 years ago.
And then in 2020, that's when he had like the shoulder thing.
He also had a hot start last year, year before, and then he got hurt.
And then
it just went to shit.
Yeah, and didn't. I don't know.
If you see a healthy Cody Bellinger, I don't know. I trust that there's that pop is still there, and he's still an elite defender.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Cool. Cody Bellinger, good for you. Just leave fucking tickets next time.
That's fun. Also way more of a character. I think that's way more fun. How much more fun would it be if he forgot to leave his parents' tickets in Toronto?
Holy shit!
Way more fun.
The memes.
Way more fun.
The memes of just Gavin Biggio and Cody Bellinger having fucking blank faces all the time would be great. But all right, we're gonna
him and Kevin Gausman on the same team. Come on, man.
That's fair. They'd hotbox the clubhouse though. Like that could be an issue.
Oh my god, bro! Imagine like if Cody Bellinger was on the team last year when we had the club thing
my god!
Oh my god!
So wicked.
Cody would fill it. He would put he would put pot in the smoke machine and just fucking hotbox the whole.
So wicked.
All right.
Arguments way
from
over.
Very cool to very funny and sad. So 2 things on the Oakland A's. The Oakland A's are planning a reverse boycott night. Oakland A's fans, where they are going to pack the stadium to show that the fans aren't the problem with the A's.
Super cool. I really appreciate that.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Yes.
How many fans do we honestly think they're gonna get?
Genuinely, I think they'll get a.
I think they sell out.
I'm not gonna say sell out, but I think they
they
get
sell
pretty
out.
damn close. They get
I
pretty
think
damn
they
close.
sell out. Everything. I trust Dallas Braden.
No,
in
it's
the
I
fact
don't.
that when they're good, they can sell out.
Oh yeah,
They did.
I don't think it's the fans. Like
No.
the owner, I swear he's in the top half.
He's in the top
richest
10 of
owners
richest.
for sure. I think he's top 10.
Yeah, he's top 10
Top
richest.
10 richest owner.
We all know where the problem is.
Yeah, it's in the visitors' press box.
Yep. Yeah. Wait a fucking transition. So the visitors they can't use the teams visiting the Oakland A's haven't been able to use the visiting broadcast booth because there's a possum quote living inside its walls since last season.
I've heard the rumors about this possum thing, but I didn't realize it was a legitimate issue.
Like I saw the possum thing.
And the rats.
Yeah, that stadium is terrible. I don't know what's.
They're getting a new one, aren't they?
No, this is
I thought
the
they
issue.
got funded for one.
I don't think so.
That's just brutal.
They got funded.
Do you think the possum's in there to catch the rats?
Maybe they put it in them.
I heard they
intentionally put it in there.
I heard they actually put cats in there to catch the rats.
Oh my god! Wasn't there a rally cat somewhere? Was that Oakland?
I think that was Milwaukee. Yeah. I might be totally wrong.
Just way pushed the narrative. Yeah, I've said numerous times how bad I feel for A's fans. I've never had an issue with A's fans. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Their franchise fucking sucks.
That's got to be. I've never been there. Would like to go see a game.
That would be fun.
At whatever that park's called now?
Ricky Henderson Field, I think it is.
Sure. Well, it's changed.
Coliseum, something.
Maybe they'll keep it at that, but it's changed.
Was the Oco Coliseum?
Yeah,
it was the O.co because Oakland Alameda County Coliseum or whatever it was. Yeah, because that's a mouthful.
Right.
But at least hopefully they're sticking with us. But that has to be the biggest dive in the majors.
Yeah. This is the
Tropics.
It's not great.
No, but it's how much older?
It made
true.
It makes pre renovation Rogers Center look like fucking Pittsburgh.
True.
It's that greasy dive bar that you have in your town that you
the one you go to reluctantly and get yourself tested when you come back.
Yeah.
But just quick thing. Speaking of the Oakland A's, who had a more sad teardown of a roster, the Oakland A's or the Nationals?
The A's. The A's have 5 guys in the top 15
because in the span
4 leaders this year.
Because in the span of 4 or 5 years, the Nationals lost Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Juan Soto, Max Scherzer,
Anthony Rendon.
Technically Patrick Corbin, because that's not the same Patrick Corbin anymore.
No, it's
Steven
not.
Strasburg.
He's still there, but he doesn't count.
He's hurt still, isn't he?
Yeah, it's.
I think
the Oakland A's had that.
It's got to be the A's because the Nats won it. The Nats won it.
Yeah,
right. So they could just makes it different.
Yeah, and also Scherzer was 36.
Fair.
And to be fair, the Nats tried to keep Harper. They went out and spent money on Strasburg and Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
They tried.
They did their best.
Oakland didn't. Oakland was like, you got your service time's coming up. Let's get rid of you and trade you for nobody.
Yeah.
Oakland didn't even dump guys in their contract years. Matt Chapman wasn't a free agent. Olsen was. Matt Chapman wasn't. Frankie Montas wasn't. Sean Manaea wasn't.
Murphy was, I think.
Murphy might have been.
Semien
was.
They let Semien walk.
Yeah.
The Nats didn't let anyone walk other than Bryce.
Also, apparently Semien was ready to stay in Oakland for a third of what the Jays gave him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they didn't even offer him a deal, I don't think. Or if they did, it was insulting.
I think he was like I said, I think he was willing to take 7 just for the year, just to stay because he. Yeah. From what I remember they did a video when he went back to Oakland with the Jays. He lives 10, 15 minutes from the airport. In California. So
they suck. I feel so bad for A's man. I like a lot of things about that team.
Have they got a single impact player back?
No.
That's the biggest thing too.
Let's think about it.
Christian Pache.
They DFA'd him.
Already gone. Shea Langoliers
Okay.
Okay. Gunnar Hoagland, we'll see.
That's our
Kirby
guy?
Sneed. Yeah, Gunnar
Kirby
Hoagland.
Sneed sucks. Kevin Smith
Kevin
had a
Smith
big game
sucks.
the other
It's
day.
fine.
Fine.
They didn't get anything in ours. What did they get for? They didn't
get
even
for
get
Matty O.
That was Pache.
Matty O was Pache and Langolier.
Pache?
Pache
Was
and
that what it
which didn't pan out. And
the
then
Montas deal wasn't good.
The Montas deal was a Sears, Waldachuk, and somebody else. Like,
yeah, but apparently the Yankees love those guys.
I mean,
the Yankees
who
don't.
Did they trade Manaea for?
Cabrera for
didn't Manaea walk?
No, Manaea got traded in spring training to the Padres, and I can't name you a single player who they got.
And then Murphy.
Murphy,
they got nothing.
Ruiz, who's their current center
fielder. The other team in the 3-team trade did better than the team that got rid of the best player in the draft.
Yeah,
and they didn't give up anything. And they got I don't understand that deal to begin with. Why you're trading William Contreras to get Murphy, unless you're just looking strictly at defense, which I guess is fair. But
is fair, yeah. And I think Darno's also coming up soon, and they don't really like.
It also worked out because Darno just got brained. So
yeah, and Sean Murphy's raking.
But they've got nothing to show for it. The Nats trade hasn't looked amazing, but they've got who all have they got? They got Josiah Gray, right?
Josiah Gray, Keibert Ruiz. CJ Abrams is in that one, right?
Mackenzie Gore.
Abrams and Gore.
Kenzie Gore.
It was Abrams, Gore, James Wood, who's like a top 10 prospect, like top 15, 20 prospect in baseball. Robert Hassel, who's also like a big outfield prospect too. Like
he was like third round.
I've said it before on this podcast. I think the Nats have an okay future coming.
Yeah. And
I do not have the same feeling about the A's.
An underratedly bad
deal. I just want to say on the Nats though, you want to see more of an impact out of those guys. They haven't shown
done much
anything.
Yeah.
Josiah Gray had a good end of last year.
Yeah. Josiah Gray was good, but
he had a bunch of good starts near the end.
Keibert
Ruiz, I think CJ sucks.
An underrated
Stone Garrett though.
Stone Garrett is somehow on that team and actually doing really well.
Somehow, dude. Have you seen him? I showed you the picture of the man. That's how. He's built like 16 circles put together.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, but an underratedly bad trade was the 2021 trade deadline. The Oakland A's traded for Starling Marte. Do you want to know who they gave up?
No. Oh, it was Addison Russell.
Half a season of Starling Marte. The Oakland A's gave up 6 years of Jesus Luzardo.
He was really bad, and it seemed like they didn't want to deal with him anymore.
It still hurts.
Bad.
Hurts a lot.
They didn't want him for whatever reason.
But yeah, that's just bad. Okay, we got.
Sorry to all the A's fans. That's just awful.
Sorry. That was really. We got 2. Are we gonna save the cheater for last?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I guess Brant has an opinion on the newest City Connect jersey that was released.
I don't. Nate does.
No, I do.
Okay, and it's the Texas Rangers.
I think Texas should be relegated to AAA for trying to wear these jerseys.
The jerseys are okay.
These are the worst jerseys I've ever seen. No, I don't care. That makes it the worst jersey ever. You cannot wear black pants.
No.
Is it wrong that I like them?
Yeah, it is wrong. Jersey's fine. You can like the jersey. I don't care if you like the jersey. The uniform.
The jersey. You know those fake beer jerseys they have on Instagram?
Yeah.
That you see all the time for all these different beer companies. That's what that jersey looks like.
My thing
as soon as I saw that, I can't unsee it.
My issue is
that's fair. I didn't really think of it.
They did the wrong combo. You could do all cream, all black, black jersey, cream pants, but you did black pants, cream jersey.
Yeah. It looks bad.
I
said to Nate though, if you take that jersey and you wear it, if I wear it stylistically with black jeans or something, it's a nice looking jersey.
The jersey and the hat itself really fucking nice.
It's a fine stylistic jersey, but it's not going to look good on a baseball field. There's a difference between wearing a jersey around casually and then wearing it in the field. But you can't wear black pants with a cream jersey. I don't care. I don't care about anything else. You can't wear black pants with a cream jersey.
I feel like they should have just gone all cream.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's brutal.
Genuinely all cream, black, and then with a little bit of red. That would look fucking great. That would honestly be in my top 3. of the City Connects.
The only worse I saw was playing minor baseball. I don't remember what age I was. And this team had like white pinstriped black jerseys. And then the pants were flipped.
Oh.
No.
Black pants with white pinstripes.
That's
okay.
That's the only thing I've seen worse.
Now that we have officially 16 announced City Connects or shown City Connects, do you guys have like a fave?
I gotta pull them up.
Just off the top of your head.
Oh, the White Sox. It's not close.
I mean, oh fuck!
The White Sox is the best one.
I forgot that's
it's a City Connect. It's the best one.
Yeah,
that's the best one.
Beautiful. Like,
it's not close. I think the Padres is interesting.
The Padres is good. I like Miami's too.
I was gonna say off the top of my head, I think Miami's was good. I didn't hate the Cubs the way everybody else did.
The Cubs.
I dislike Boston's.
I like Boston's as a jersey, but
Cubs.
not as a Boston jersey.
Yeah, because it looks like UCLA. Boston's looks like a UCLA jersey.
Yeah,
like,
I love the Jays.
I like. I didn't love Colorado's.
No, I hated Colorado's. I hated Colorado's. They fucked the whole thing.
Colorado did the green pants too with it. But you know what? What I've seen this year, they took away the green pants. They're wearing white pants with them.
It's still green. Why is it green?
I don't know. Well, it's
be purple. Why is it not purple?
It's better than Boston's. Like I get it, but like you're the Red Sox wearing yellow.
Also, can we?
Angels was nice.
Also, Texas Rangers. There's already a cream colored City Connect that is really nice, and you fucked it. The Diamondbacks have a beautiful City Connect.
The Brewers was also cool.
Hey, shout out to the Angels for their City Connect.
Angels are nice too.
Also,
the Giants are lame. I didn't like those.
Speaking of lame, fuck the Dodgers. You just blue pants. You just put blue pants on your regular jersey.
Yeah, that's dumb. The Astros was cool.
I like the Brewers. Brew Crew.
Brewers was good.
The Astros was cool. The Braves is great, but it's so boring.
Honestly, the Braves is like.
That's one of my favorite jerseys of all time. I think that jersey's clean, but it doesn't.
They could have done
It's supposed to pay like respect to Hank Aaron and stuff.
Yeah, but my thing is, you can. You can look up Ronald Acuna Jr. highlights from like last year, and he's wearing a jersey that's basically that.
Exactly.
So I love the San Diego jerseys, but they give me Miami Heat, Miami Vice jerseys.
Yeah.
So I don't like them.
No, it's kind of a cop out.
Don't love Washington's.
Washington's are okay.
It's strange. Like, it fits the city apparently.
It fits the city because like I know the Wizards did something like that too.
So did the Caps this year. They had warm up jerseys like that.
What about
apparently
the Giants?
Something to do with the cherry blossoms?
The
I don't
Giants
like the
is like a very split one. I hate it.
I'm also looking at
take away the gradient on the Giants.
Yeah, the gradient's what kills it. I hate
gradient. Like
you remember when the D-backs had the gradient all the way up their jersey when they came out when they switched to the new logos? That was terrible. Anyways,
also the D-backs need to go back to purple and like teal.
Yeah, they do.
I'm looking at Kansas City's and the Cubs right now, and the only difference I see is that Kansas City has white pants.
Also, instead of
Kansas City and Chicago is the same jersey.
It's the same thing. Yeah. But
it's the exact same thing.
I mean, overall, the jerseys are good. Like, not Texas though. Texas, fuck you. Like you.
Yeah, those are bad.
The Blue Jays one's gonna be great.
What do you guys think they're gonna do? I know you guys talked about it on an earlier podcast.
I don't care anything but fucking OVO colors, please.
I think they're gonna. They're either going.
It's absolutely gonna be OVO colors.
The only other thing is, unless we get rid of the red and they do something.
Oh, it's gonna go red. It's gonna go red or black and gold. That's the only two options.
Yeah.
Fuck it, red, black, and gold.
I think they're both gonna suck.
They're gonna suck. Like
they can make it. I mean, it looks good. It's just overdone.
They're gonna suck.
Which one?
The OVO. Colors.
Both.
Like,
I think I like black and gold better than red.
It's fair.
We could just get rid of the red jerseys. Do you remember the year that we wore the red jerseys that didn't have names on the back of them? It just said Canada.
Canada, that's the worst jersey of all time.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like
the worst jersey of all time.
They're like right there with the blacks, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Do we have anything other than
the cheater?
Yeah.
Pretty quick turnaround. There's not much.
Yeah, like it was.
All right.
We still managed to talk for an hour and a half.
Considering that we only had 2 games to talk about, that was a lot more longer than
Pretty
This
good.
is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. So we can finally get.
Let's discuss this idiot.
Let's discuss these fuckers. So
Herman was cheating, right? That happened.
I pulled up the definition here off MLB's website.
Oh no.
Any pitcher who possesses or applies foreign substances will be subject to immediate ejection from the game and suspended automatically in accordance with the rules. The suspension is 10 games, and he has to stay on your roster so you don't get to add another player.
Oh, that's sick. Where's the part about washing your hands first?
I don't know. I missed that.
Oh,
it didn't say that. It didn't say it in there.
What apparently happened was that he was pitching really well, and then they checked his hand. They found rosin. They found it was rosin. It was according to the umps and all that shit. They found rosin. They're like, "Hey, that's a lot. Could you like wash it off, maybe?" And then came back. He's coming back out. Then gets checked on his weight coming out to pitch again. And that's when you got the whole Rocco Baldelli thing of being like,
because he still had rosin on his hands.
Because apparently,
did you hear why?
Because apparently he had his own thing of rosin in the dugout, which is like,
never heard of that one.
No,
that's what apparently
that's new.
This is according to Talking Baseball. He
I
has
heard
his own rosin.
That's like, that's a new one.
That's garbage.
Yeah. So I've only seen the videos on Twitter, but like the ump stopped him, told him he should have had to wash it off.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He just went to the mound.
Pitching.
Yep.
Apparently there was a huge spike in his like spin rate and everything. All those numbers were like way up apparently. So
yeah,
man.
After being told to wash his hands, I think his curveball spin rate dropped to like 200, 300. Like
Domingo Herman has never been one to follow rules.
No.
We know that. So this is not a very surprising thing. I am more pissed off at the umpires for not doing anything about it, and for the fact that they kicked out Rocco Baldelli.
Like, nothing.
Well, I'm sure the league. Yeah, you're right. They could have said something, but at that point in time, there's nothing the league can do. After you probably got to.
Why is he going to
make an example of umpires? Why is this not a thing? Like, if you fuck something up, they should make it known that they screwed it up. Not that hard.
Especially when it's this bad.
Like, what I love. The NBA, they make the referees come out with a report.
They have a thing, yeah, it's sweet,
and it's public.
Yeah,
like
that's how it should be in every sport.
Oh, I fucked this up.
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't have to get it from a Twitter account.
No.
Like,
garbage.
That's like bad.
That's baffling. Like,
anybody
if I'm Rocco, I'm getting tossed.
Sure. Oh, he did the right thing. That was absolutely
100%. Yeah.
Like.
Final thoughts on Domingo before we ended up?
I just can't believe like all they said was go wash your hands, and then they come out, you check it again.
He still has it on his hand.
And he still has it on his hands, and you let him go to the mound.
League doesn't fucked up things.
I mean, just a small.
Yeah, like the juice balls.
All you do.
The juice balls for the Yankees.
Juice balls are great.
Juice balls are beautiful.
The balls are definitely juice this year. That's great.
Just for the Yankees.
Last year sucked.
It was for the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. Last year sucked, but this year they're all juiced, and I love it.
Yeah. One last thing. Did you guys happen to catch a Japanese minor league game?
You think I caught a Japanese minor league?
I saw a sword.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
No, we don't care about that. We don't
because it was in a fucking Japanese minor league game. We're not even gonna say his name, but you're doing that shit in a Japanese minor league game. Get fucking real, dude. Like.
Rachel Luba did that, didn't she?
You didn't even just say his name. And you know his number in Japan is 96 because it's backwards at 69.
Loser. Yeah, it's a great way to end this one.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Thank you for listening. Hey, we kept it under 2 hours. Good job, guys.
Surprisingly. The next one's gonna be over 2 hours.
Dawson's going 7, striking out 10.
Oh, it's starting right now, isn't it?
No, it's in an hour.
Is that 8? Okay, it's at 8 today. Perfect. All right. Everything's linked in the description below. Happy birthday again, Con.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
Do everything we would do.
I mean, I have a full thing of Domino's pizza and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen waiting for me. So
I crushed like half a box of chocolate chip cookies because I haven't eaten dinner. That was my dinner tonight. So
that's good.
Healthiness. Yeah. Thanks for listening. We will see you sometime at the end of this week.
Shout out Hawaiian pizza.
Cheers.